10 tips from Warren Buffett for success that you should know. Would you like to learn some of Warren Buffett's success tips? The epitome of achievement, particularly when it comes to trading equities, is Warren Buffett. It's simply insane that he is one of the richest persons in the world with a net worth of over $80 billion. Buffett is essentially the world's most intelligent investor because he amassed his billions through shrewd stock and share investments. Lessons from Warren Buffett for success. You're watching this video because you obviously want to hear Buffett's advice on how to succeed in your own life. Here are 10 tips from Warren Buffett for success. 1. Spend your money wisely. Spending money properly is the first of Warren Buffett's success lessons. This is related to a number of the other principles Buffett discusses, however, we'll get to those in a moment. Spend your money wisely on the things you do need rather than wasting it on things you don't. Make sure to save so you can invest in yourself when the time is right. You will soon have to sell items you need if you buy things you don't need. Warren Buffett. 2. Exercise caution when borrowing. You won't become wealthy if you frequently take out loans and use the entire limit on your credit card. If you're not careful, you'll wind up with obligations that are constantly growing and will begin to snowball. Warren Buffett has never taken out a sizable loan, and he advises individuals who now have debt to start saving as much as they can now that they are debt-free in order to start investing later. 3. Have a clear definition of success. Despite being one of the wealthiest persons in the world and a billionaire, Warren Buffett doesn't really gauge his success primarily on his wealth. He was truly prepared to donate practically all of his money to charities at one point during his existence. Buffett claims that success is more about having a large network of people around you who love you and that you love in return, especially as a man of his age, rather than judging success based on material wealth. Therefore, consider what success means to you personally. Check out this article I wrote about changing your definition of success to learn more about why this is important in life. That is the true test of your life's work, Warren Buffett. 4. Do not fear being different. The truth is that the majority of individuals tend to imitate successful people. I don't blame them since I engage in it more frequently than I ought to, but it's not always a wise course of action. You will never be able to give anyone your unique personality, brand, or unique ideas and visions if you are constantly copying others. People typically fall in love with the next big thing that is discovered by those who aren't afraid to conform. Warren predicted that the average individual would copy others, but he didn't want to fit that description. He desired to stand out and hold himself to a higher level. 5. Reinvest profits. Reinvestment is a fantastic strategy to ensure steady growth in business, but it's especially important when it comes to activities like stock trading. In the end, if you profit in the stock market and spend it, you'll just have the same amount to invest the following time. And none of that will aid in your rapid growth. Warren Buffett picked up on this subject quite fast. His first business effort involved buying a pinball machine with a friend and installing it in a neighborhood barbershop. He didn't go out and buy things he didn't need with his portion of the machine's revenues. He went out and bought more equipment to put in other stores. Afterward, when this business failed, he once more deposited the gains in the stock market, which helped him later on. 6. Persistence is key. You are aware that the secret to achieving any ability is persistence. You only need to keep trying until you succeed in breaking through the obstacles. Warren Buffett bought the Nebraska Furniture Mart in 1983, primarily because he liked Rose Blumkin, the store's founder, and the way she conducted business. Rose was a master negotiator who, as part of her business plan, used to significantly undersell the bigwigs. The Furniture Mart wasn't a big store when it first opened. It evolved over time from a little pawn shop into the largest furniture retailer in North America. Rose had the perseverance and tenacity to transform this furniture market into what it eventually became, which is why it was able to surpass its rivals and become so successful. 7. Consider everything in the long run. Particularly when it comes to stocks and shares, investing over the long term will probably be more advantageous than trying to make quick cash. The same is true with bank interests. You will earn a higher percentage of interest the longer you are willing to tie up your money. Some things simply require time, regardless of talent or effort. 9 women getting pregnant at once won't result in a baby in 1 month. Warren Buffett. 8. Don't let small expenses sneak up on you. Small unforeseen costs can cause businesses to fail without their owners even being aware of it until it's too late. You name it: postage costs, packaging expenses, overlooked missing merchandise. costs will be far greater than people think they are if this occurs too frequently without anyone noticing, and the company could end up losing a lot of money. 9. Always evaluate risks. Risk-taking is practically a need for entrepreneurs, but you should constantly evaluate any risk you are considering taking. Assessing a risk and balancing potential benefits and drawbacks will always help you choose something better for yourself. 10. Know when to quit. The final success tip from Warren Buffett is to always know when to give up. Particularly in stock trading, understanding when to give up is crucial. You will start to lose even more money if you don't know when to accept your blunders and losses. To avoid having your entire ship capsized, Buffett advises knowing when to accept a loss and move on.